Welcome, beautiful soul. My name is Annika, and this is today's message whenever you find it. If you're watching in real time, is August 12th. And yesterday, August 11th, we had this Jupiter-Venus conjunction. And today, it's occurring again, but this time it went into a different degree and is now in the mix with Sirius as well. So we have lovely, beauty, delicious energy of Venus. We have the expansive, generous, wise energy of Jupiter. And then we have the galactic consciousness upgrading energy of Sirius. So it's like starseed vibes mixed with the love, mixed with the expansion. So it's a little galactic love portal. So I hope that you can feel the good energy, especially after all of the alchemy that we've been going through, which has been fun. But, it hits everybody differently. I think across the board, it's been a little bit intense. So there's this moment of being able to sit back and just enjoy the energy regardless of what is going on. Maybe things in the 3D haven't slowed down, but there's some sense of everything's okay, everything's settling in how it should. And I was also getting this message that you're in a whole new room now in the sense of reality. So everything, even the mundane things, might feel slightly different or vastly different to how they used to. Because if reality is a huge map and there are all these different points along all the lines going in every direction, it's like you used to be in a room over here and we just went through some mega quantum portals and now we're in a room over here in a whole new timeline, but it's not like the lines are parallel and perpendicular. It's like they're going everywhere, like Indra's net or some huge third, probably a higher even dimensional structure. And so we hopped rooms. You're in a whole new room. So one of my messages, I think it was on the Aquarius full moon, let yourself be new, let yourself be in a new space. I mean, you're not going to be able to not, but maybe you've been having that phenomenal experience of feeling like even if maybe things are the same on paper around still, everything feels different. And maybe you feel totally different because you're in a whole new room. And so the physical changes are going to follow suit. And a lot of that is going to be blessed with this Jupiter, Venus, Sirius energy. So the upgrades still keep coming. We love it. Today we still got that conjunction going on in the sky. And then if you're finding this message at a later date, you're getting the beam from this video because time is just a concept. And we're just going to pull a few cards today. We'll keep the message short, but I wanted to pull them in real time because I feel like we're just so in the moment. I don't know how else to be at this time. Four of Fire, completion. So we have completed the old cycle, completed the old reality, the old room. It's like you moved in the quantum time space continuum. And now we're in this place of balance and blessings. And finally you can, as I was saying at the beginning, just enjoy or feel at peace regardless of what is happening around you. It's as if the transformation has been completed in the sense of the move. Like if you're actually moving and you have to pack up all your stuff and you have to plan all the things and logistics are crazy and it's going to be better on the other side, but it is the most intense experience ever. And then you get there and you have just enough stuff unpacked where you can sleep and you can eat and you can just chill and relax for a second and realize that you're in a whole new realm. There's a whole new range of possibilities that didn't exist before. And nothing's ever going to feel the same. You're never going to be back in that old space that you were in and feel exactly how you did because you're actually a new person now in a brand new environment. And these dragonflies symbolize this as well because dragonflies, more than even butterflies, are like traversers of realms. They symbolize you entering a completely new realm of reality, because they start off as water creatures and then they move into the air. And it's like, you're not just transforming like butterfly to caterpillar, what you look like completely, and like the way that you operate, yes, that, but you're also literally going from like the water realm, one dimension, to the air realm, a completely new reality. And so that is, we've genuinely shifted vibrational realities, and this is the name of the game. You know, we're on the upward spiral as we ascend, but this is just confirmation that you have made it. And there's this sense of balance that gets to occur after everything has been such constant motion to actualize the birth of that transformation. So it's this moment where you can like, even if so much is going on, energy and like the quantum has settled. So that actually is what had been making us feel like so much was going on. It's never about what's actually going on. And that's in the physical reality, like the happenings that are happening at work or this or that. Because if you notice, there could be so many things going on in your reality at a time where you just feel at complete vibrational peace. And so you don't even get caught up in it or identify with being frazzled or overwhelmed, because you are the peace. And then there can be times where no problems are happening, but you are really overwhelmed. And so the smallest thing will feel like the big thing. And that is why it's never about that. This is all the like Maya and the illusion, and you are the peace that passeth all understanding. And you can claim that every day. I am the peace that passeth all understanding. I am peace when it does not make sense to be. Maybe you're experiencing this already, or maybe you are about to. Let me know in the comments. But this is a time where like you're gonna be able to see things really clearly too. The reflection's gonna be really clear, and sunsets might be a sign. Maybe you're gonna be getting the chance to get out in nature and really revel in this time, when specifically right now, this is like the dragonflies are coming out. I've been seeing them and they just started appearing like in this past week. And so they're signaling this completion of the realm transfer. Okay, let's just get one more. Okay, Spirit, one more message for whoever is still watching this video. Okay, we got 7 of air, futility. So this is like 7 of swords. So the message I'm getting here is that sometimes when things calm down, we will notice that like things become so calm, and our mind is such a problem solver that our mind will start to look for a problem to solve, and it'll start to look for something that's wrong. But I think in this time and space, you'll notice yourself doing it, and you'll be like, wait, there's actually like, there's no problem to find, there's no problem to solve. And you can just bring your attention back to your breath and back to the present moment. And when we are in this present moment in our bodies here and now, that is when all of the alchemy can happen, in terms of energies can bubble up and we can just like let them flow through us and release. And it's like, boom, you may have just released a past pattern because you were just here present in the moment, or you catch something beautiful and it brings up this sense of awe, and then you all of a sudden find yourself in this higher vibrational state, or you receive a message from source in your higher self. So this is the message that if your nervous system or your body or your mind is so used to solving a problem and putting up a fight, this is confirmation that you don't have to do that anymore. Right now, source is taking care of you. And the more that you can assume the energy, the frequency, the stance, the belief that everything is always working out for me, I am so taken care of, it will be so simply for you assuming that frequency. So it's the frequency and it's the perspective that we always want to practice, because it is truly like living a blessed life can be mastered, because life is always reflecting back to us our own assumptions. And that is why ever feel like life is working against you, it always comes back to your thoughts, your perspectives, your state, which you can change in an instant. Okay, we're gonna do one card from this deck for you, and then we'll close it out. It's a little late. We're gonna get this message out for you guys. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, this is the law of forgiveness. Release all judgments and set yourself free. So, gotta shout out my roommate Calista because she was telling me about this study about this mental hospital where this psychologist was going to heal all these patients because they were like really at their absolute wits end. Like everybody had tried to help them. And before he made his way to this hospital, like he was like some specialist from far away, he started using the Ho'oponopono prayer for them from a distance, like a remote healing vibe, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I think it's, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And he literally was just repeating this mentally or out loud for this whole institution and all of the people there. And by the time he got there, they were all already healed. And people talk about the quantum power of this prayer, and I think it can be, ever since she told me this story, it made me realize how much it actually maybe looked over. At least I, for myself, will speak for myself, maybe thought it was like a little bit cheesy. But anytime something comes up into your field, like I was talking about the quantum alchemy of like when you're in your body and then things can just like arise and you can let them go. I think there's a book actually called Letting Go by David Hawkins, which I didn't read the whole thing of, but it's the whole idea of like that's how you free yourself of all of these patterns and all of these old energies. It's just like when something comes up, it's coming up to be released, you just like let it flow through and you let it go. This power of forgiveness is also so important right now because, especially like I've been saying, all these planets in retrograde, memories and energies from the past are going to be coming up and coming through for us to release and alchemize so that we can move forward and that we can be lighter and brighter and really anchor in a new sense of self that isn't weighed down by these events of the past, because ultimately the truth is everybody is just a reflection of us. So anytime we're holding any sort of ill will or dense energy towards somebody outside of us, it's something that eventually we're just going to have to integrate and let go for our own path. This is a powerful prayer you can use as any sort of like memory just like bubbles up to the surface, or any sort of feeling, something reminds you of someone, there's any sort of situation or person or ideology or societal institution that like you feel yourself having a negative reaction to, a trigger to, literally practice just being like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and just see what happens, like as a spell. Think of it as a spell. And the whole name of the game is liberating yourself from these illusions, because that's what they are. And we're coming closer and closer to a space of just being in that peace that passeth all understanding, the eye in the storm, the needle, the eye in the needle of the storm. And the needle might have been brought in from passing through the eye of the needle. It's time to go to bed. Okay. Well, much love. Let me know what y'all have been feeling. I'm so curious. Like, are we having similar experiences out here? Tell me what's up down below. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Much love.